Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see a program to accept basic salary of an employee and calculate the DNS allowance and special allowance based on the table of criteria using if-else construct and display the gross salary of an employee. First, we are going to see the question. A company announces revised DNS allowance, that is DA, and special allowance, that is SA, for their employees as per the tariff given below. We can see a table where you can see the first column is basic, second column is DNS allowance percentage, and then the last column is special allowance percentage. Now up to 10,000 rupees, if the salary is up to 10,000, then the DNS allowance is 10% and also special allowance is 5%. If the basic salary is in between 10,001 and 20,000, then the DNS allowance is 12% and then special allowance is 8%. If it is between 20,001 and 30,000, then the DNS allowance is 15% and SA is 10%. And if suppose the basic salary is above 30,000, and then you have to calculate DNS allowance as 20% and special allowance as 12%. Write a program to accept the name and basic salary of an employee. That means you should have two input. One will be the employee name, another one will be basic salary, and calculate and display gross salary. So you are going to calculate both the allowances based on the criteria, and then add up all that using this formula: gross salary equal to basic plus DNS allowance plus special allowance. So all this will be added and then will be stored in gross salary and display the information in the given format. You can see the format given. So you are going to see how to display in this format, column format. Okay. So let's see the program in BlueJ. You can see the first line: import java.util.scanner, which is used to get the scanner, include the scanner class into the program, and the class name is allowance. Okay. Inside you got public static void main function, and you have the first line, that is scanner object. You are going to create a scanner object using scanner SE equal to new scanner system.in, which will create a scanner object so that you can get the input from the user. Now we have some variables declared: one string variable to store the name, and some double variables to store respective variables like BS for basic salary, DA for DNS allowance, SA for special allowance, GS for gross salary. Now you can see DA, SA and GS has been initialized with 0.0, that is the default value of double. Now some of you are asking why some variables are declared and some variables also declared and defined. That means you are giving only initial values for some variables, but some variables you are not giving initial values. Why it's so? You can just remember one basic thing: name and basic salary you are going to get it from the user as input, right? If suppose you are going to get it as input from the user, no need to use the default values. It doesn't mean that if you use default values, initialize with default values, there will be an error. There is no error. You can use default values. You can write name equal to double quotes. You can write double BS equal to 0.0. It doesn't matter. You can write. It doesn't show any error. It is not necessary if you are going to get it as input. But this DA, SA and GS are going to be used for calculation. So once you are going to use it for calculation, you need some default value stored in there. Okay, that's the reason you are going to define these with the default values. So you can see DA, SA and GS, which has been used for calculation, will be defined with some default values. If you don't give default values for this, then there is a possibility of showing error. Okay, so you can say that the variable is not initialized, error will be appearing on the screen. So when you compile that, okay. Now after declaring, you are going to input two values. One is enter the name of the employee, where you are going to store the name of the employee using sc.next, and then you are going to store the basic salary. So you are going to store a double value into BS. So two input will be taken from the user, after which you are going to check the condition. So first criteria is if BS less than or equal to 10,000. That is the first criteria. You have two columns. One is the DNS allowance percentage and then also special allowance percentage. So you have to calculate both when the criteria is been satisfied. That means you have to write two lines, DA equal to BS into 10%, 10 by 100, and SA equal to BS into 5 by 100, that is 5%. So you are going to calculate both for each. Okay. So if the condition is true, it enters inside, it will calculate both the allowances and it will be stored in respective variables. Okay. If suppose the condition is false, then it will go to the else part. Here it is going to check whether the BS is greater than or equal to 10,001 and BS less than or equal to 20,000. So you are going to give two criteria here where the value should be in between these two. It should be between 10,001 and 20,000. So if it is so, if both the conditions are true, that's why you are using AND operator, then it enters inside. Again you can see that DA and SA both are been calculated. Here you can see BS, DA is 12% and then SA is 8%. So you can see 12 by 100, 8 by 100. And the second condition, if it is false, it go to the next else part. You can see if BS is greater than or equal to 20,001 and BS less than or equal to 30,000. That means in between 20,001 and 30,000, if the salary is given, then it will enter into this. The criteria will be true and it will enter into the if clause. And here you can see that it will calculate 15% for DA and 10% for SA. That is special allowance. Okay. And then suppose all these three are wrong. Okay, false. It will go to the last condition. Else if BS greater than or equal to 30,001. Then the final criteria is DA equal to 20% and special allowance, that is BS equal to 12%. So you are going to calculate all this. Okay. After calculating DA and SA, you are going to find the gross pay, that is gross salary. Okay. Gross salary is nothing but the total amount an employee is going to get. So you are going to add up all these values. So BS plus DA plus SA. So all this will be added together. Okay. Will be the gross salary. Now you are going to see how to display it in columns. That's very important. You can see that in output you would have seen one heading line and one line where you are going to give the values. So heading line will be displayed like this. You have to start with double quotes, end with double quotes. You are not going to use double quotes in between. And whatever heading you want, you just type the heading, say name, basic, DA, special allowance. As per the question, you can just type the columns, headings, and then gross salary. In between that, you use tab keys. Okay, it's a special character, that is escape sequence, which is used to leave a tab space. Right? If you are using two tab space, it will leave more space there. Right? Say for example, if your name is longer, you can leave a long gap so that between the first column and the second column, you will have more space there, so that it will enter the name. You can enter the name, it will be displayed as columns. Okay, you can use single /t or 2/t, or you can also use 3/t's, depend upon the length of the value you are going to display. So here you can see I used 2/t's in between all the headings. So no need to open and close or use plus sign in between for the heading. Okay, heading you will start double quotes in the beginning, end it at the end. Okay. Now when you display the values, there is some criteria here, that is you have to follow something. You can see the first value, that is name. So name will be displayed. The value what is stored in name will be displayed here. Then you have to leave a tab space between. So you are actually leaving two tab space because the previous heading also you left two tab space. So the reason for using two tab space is you should match it, right? That's the reason we are going to give this. Now if you are using tab space, you have to enclose within double quotes. You can see that open and close double quotes is there. Okay, before and after /t's, and also you can see a separator. Okay, both sides. Okay, after name one separator plus, then open double quotes /t, close double quotes, and then plus. So this is two separators used in between two variables where you can type the escape sequence. Then the second value, that is basic salary, and then again plus, then double quotes /t double quotes plus. So you have to follow this till the end. And you can see DA, again you can see two /t's, SA, I given 3/t's because the value may be smaller but heading is longer, right? You can see the heading is longer, so it may move off one more tab space. So I am given I have given one more extra tab T's, because when you display a longer heading, if the values are shorter, there is a tendency to move, the next value may move inside the previous column, right? So you can decide, depend upon the output, how the output will appear. If you want increase or decrease, you can do that. You no harm in that. Now we will compile this program and check how the output is. Okay, so no errors. You are going to execute this. And name of an employee, I am going to write A, B, C, D, E. Now basic salary I am going to give, say, less than 10,000. So I am going to give 8,000. So you can see name, you can see the column, 2 tab space, and then you can see basic. Below that you can see the value. DA, below that you can see the value. And then special allowance, since the value, the heading is longer, you can see where it is ending, right? Then 2 tab space, but you can see the space here. You cannot, if you put 2 tab space for the values, this 9,200 will be printed here, right? Just before, one column before, okay, 1 tab space before, okay. So that's the reason I use 3 tab space, so that it will be even, okay. So I'm going to compile the next criteria. So between 10,000 and 20,000, so I'm going to give say 15,887, some value. Okay, sorry, I have to give the name first. I'll execute it again. It's already running. I'm going to stop this. Okay, so give the name. So I'm just giving some names here, and the basic salary, say 15,889. Now you can see the DNS allowance and special allowance has been calculated, and the gross salary has been calculated. I'm going to give next criteria, that is 20,000 and 30,000. So I'm going to give some values here. So I'm going to give some names. Basic salary 25,987. So you can see the DNS special and gross salary has been calculated. Again, the last time I'm going to give the values above 30,000, say again 45,000. Again, I have made a mistake here. Right, I'm going to reset it. So I'm forgetting to write the names. Okay. So first I'm going to give the name and the basic salary, say 45,000. Now you can see the columns has been printed. So you can see DNS allowance, special allowance, and the gross salary the employee going to take home. Okay. So hope you understood this program. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, thank you.